guys, welcome back to Puff Aladdin, and welcome back to Charade Maniacs with Chigasaki. We're on Chigasaki's route. Last episode, he is the smoothest talker I've ever seen in my entire life. He was just like, hey, I mean, if you don't got anything going on, you want to hang out together during the maintenance? Like, whoa! He got his eyesight back after doing the drama with Senna, and now he's just like, oh, I'm gonna be, like, I'm just so used to having you around me, and, like, it's gonna be so lonely without you, you know? I know, he's just said so many things that I'm like, whoa! Like, I just didn't expect it from him, you know? And now I'm like, okay. We're seeing him in a different light, you know? But the maintenance is about to start. Everybody's supposed to be in their own rooms, I think, when maintenance happens, because, like, there's dangers as, like, they're unlocking a separate area, because I think it was Akase who asked for the area to be unlocked, and it takes time to have that area, like, be opened or something. So I guess let's just get into it and see if Senna agrees to go with Chigasaki. I would be shocked if she was like, nah. So yeah, let's see where this goes. I'll be fine. Oh, rejection.
そうですか。何かあればいつでもどうぞ。
I'm shocked. What? I thought she would be like, oh my god, yes, like, let's hang out. Like, what? I could never tell if Chigasaki was sharp or dull. We ended our conversation there, and I returned to my room. Wow, I'm shook. Upon returning to my room, I was red in the face. I wonder if he noticed. This is so embarrassing. I'm the only one that's red. I've never even seen Chigasaki blush. Even during the dramas. I remembered the drama with Chigasaki. He held my cheek with both hands, and his face was so close. I thought he would kiss me on the lips, but it was right next to it on the cheek. I groaned to myself in silence and fell on the bed. I feel so embarrassed thinking that he would have kissed me. That made my heart sting. I noticed that I was longing for it, even though I shouldn't have. Maybe I'm just mistaken. I don't know what love is. If I'm backed into a corner, I want to cling onto whatever is closest to me. Why did I read when I don't know what love is? I thought of like that song. It was like, I want to know what love is or something. I'm sorry. I borrowed Chigasaki's words, but I still shook my head. Even considering that, the feelings of guilt inside of me dissipated. He said that he'd feel lonely without me. I couldn't believe that was a lie. I thought that I was forcing him to stay. I thought that I was reminding him of a harsh reality. But I have to wonder if Chigasaki also cherished the time that we'd spent together. Just like me. I thought that it would be enough for me to be together. Even out of pity, a misunderstanding, or lunacy, even love. Ooh. Oh, they're not even gonna show us the drama with Futami. I was waiting to see Chigasaki stab the shit out of Futami. God damn it.
よし。これで元通りだな。
Chigasaki and Futami both returned from their drama, and Futami walked over to him. During the drama, the two of them argued and then both took out blades. Chigasaki then stabbed Futami to death. What the hell? We didn't get to see that? Futami should have been forced to endure extreme pain after being stabbed by Chigasaki earlier, but...
ありがとうございます。痛い思いをさせてすみません。
Yeah, that's freaking insane. Like, Futami's just like, oh, I'm fine, whatever. Like, he was stabbed to death? Like... That's not even like, oh, like he was just stabbed and like he was wounded. No, like being stabbed to death. Like, I think, I think it might have been Iochi's. Yeah, it was Iochi's route where they stabbed Senna, and Senna, like, we get a cutscene or whatever. It was a scene where Senna, like, is floating in her consciousness and we see that gaping hole in her stomach. and she's like freaking out because it's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, that's what he experienced, but worse, because he was being like, he was dying. Like, that's terrifying. Oh no, 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 no.
いや、もう忘れたな。
Futami, you're a psychopath. You scare me so bad. He looked so calm and composed. Right before the drama, Chigasaki also finished another drama with Dasai without any issue. The drama was about a criminal organization trying to create an incident, but they were stopped by the police. The lack of violent scenes probably helped. There was a possibility for violence later, but I felt Chigasaki would be able to do them.
元に戻ってよかったって思うけど、でもなんでそうまでして気持ちが変わったんですか？前まであんなに嫌がってたのに。
Akase had been observing the whole time. I understood why he said that. Akase suspects Chigasaki, and he is the sponsor. I thought about whether I should reveal that, but the conclusion was to keep quiet for the time being. And it's weird that she says the sponsor when there's like multiple sponsors, right? Unless there is only one sponsor, but we already know who the sponsor is, so... And ironically, he's standing right there. No matter Chigasaki's true identity, I didn't think there was any problem with it since he intended to get us home.
セナに説得されたから。それだけですか？
そうですね。僕を引き戻してくれたのは彼女です。そして約束したので。
約束？
彼女を元の世界に返すまで死なないと約束しました。もちろん皆さんが帰還するためにも尽力します。
See, that sounds weird. Like, why would he word it like that? It just sounds, I will bring her back to her original world. It sounds like you're not from that original world either, right?
それは。
君を元の世界へ返すまで死なないってなんかすごくない？ RPG の勇者系？
ああ、うるせえのが来た。
I hadn't noticed his arrival, but Gyogu suddenly joined the conversation, causing Akase to stress.
うるさいとか言わないで。僕のガラスのハートが傷ついちゃう。
茅ヶ崎さんは本気で言ってんだろ。本気で言ったこと茶化されんの嫌だろうが。その辺の配慮がなさすぎ。
そこで正論言われるとさすがに引き下がるしかないわけで。
まあまあ、業務は羨ましいんだろ。二人の信頼関係と真摯に約束できるその姿勢が。
そうだね。言いたくないけど羨ましいかな。僕には無縁のものだからね。
Huh. So he's never had trust before? Maybe we should note that down. That's interesting that he says that. Let's note it down. Everyone then focused on Chigasaki and me. I felt uncomfortable, so I quickly stood up. Chigasaki, you can now walk again, so how about we go for a walk to practice?
そうですね。少し感覚を戻しておかないと。
なるほど。デートか。
Oh my god, Gilbo! Yeah, it might be a date. Well, we'll be going now.
行ってきます。
I held onto Chigasaki's arm and we hurried out of there. We felt these lukewarm gazes at us from behind, but we left and pretended not to notice. I'm surprised that she admitted that, like, oh, it could be a date or something. This is quite something else. I didn't think they would say it like that.
そうですね。
They're all mistaken. I laughed a bit to hide my embarrassment, but Chigasaki responded in a lowered tone.
その通りです。勘違いしてますね。
Oh.
みんなも僕も。
Oh no! I turned to my side, and Chigasaki's left hand took my hand.
行きましょう。歩く練習を兼ねて。デートです。
Oh, but... Huh? He held my hand all the way to the park. Seeing that it was the same park from when I played Chigasaki's lover, I suddenly felt embarrassed. Oh, I can't help but remember the kiss.
ベンチに座りますか？冗談です。歩く練習を兼ねてですから歩きましょう。
I'm telling you, he's so much smoother than I anticipated. Like, he's like, oh yeah, that's the bench where we like hashtag kissed on. We could sit there. Like, you little sneak, I see you. Yes, this is starting to feel like a real date. I felt my cheeks burning up as I walked alongside Chigasaki. I finally realized that something was off. Chigasaki hasn't looked me in the eye at all. He would always turn to look at me wearing his kind smile. But he only held my hand tightly and looked ahead. I couldn't see his expression because of that. As we walked, I heard a voice from far away.
うわ、あいつだ。
I turned around, confused. Then I saw expressions of disgust directed at us. They were looking at Chigasaki. The Arcadian child threw a stone at us. It hit Chigasaki in the arm, but he paid it no mind and kept walking. They're laughing. Chigasaki. I called out his name, but Chigasaki still wouldn't turn around.
行きましょう。
Seeing our exchange, an Arcadian man by the fountain laughed loudly as if to insult us.
あんたそんなの連れてるのか？気持ち悪くないのか？そんな化け物。
That offensive laughter followed us around. A few more of them started synchronizing with each other, and they continued throwing insults. A patchwork monster. Disgusting thing that pretends to be human. Why are they like this? I wanted to say something, so I took a deep breath, but it was Chigasaki who stopped me.
いいんです。行きましょう、セナさん。これで分かりましたよね。
Chigasaki finally turned to look at me with a sad smile as he guided me out of the park. Partway through, Chigasaki let go of my hand and then bowed toward me.
すみませんでした。嫌な思いをさせてしまって。
I didn't mind at all.
いいえ、したはずですよ。そしてこれからもするはずです。僕と一緒にいれば。
That single remark caused me to sigh. It made me realize something. So that's why you brought me to the park.
そうです。すみません。公園へ行けば異世界人がたくさんいるので。
But there aren't any Arcadians in our world.
ええ。異世界人は僕だけです。奇妙な体を持つ化け物は僕だけだ。
I felt something heavy weigh down in my heart. He wasn't entirely wrong, but he wasn't right either.
僕はこのところ随分勘違いをしていて、あなたの優しさに甘えすぎているとようやく思い出したんです。申し訳ありませんでした。
Is this because of what Akase said?
いいえ、人のせいにするつもりは。ただ僕がすべきことが何かを思い出せば、今の僕が間違っていることは明らかで。
I don't understand. Please help me understand what you mean. If you think I don't want to be with you because they will see me as with a monster, if that's what you're trying to say, then say it out loud. I'll deny it. I'll deny it as many times as I have to. Chigasaki's face twisted in pain.
気味悪く思うのは当然なんです。気持ちが悪いというのも当然の感情です。あなたが彼らを見てそう思ったように、彼らも僕を見てそう思っている。自分と違う存在に恐怖を感じて排除したいと思うのは生き物なら当然でしょう。あなたも彼らも。元の世界に戻っても同じです。いつか何かのタイミングで僕が化け物だと知れたら、一緒にいるあなたまで石を投げられる。そんなのは耐えられない。僕自身が。
When Chigasaki said that, I found myself hesitating to refute him, the words getting stuck in my throat.
そのことを忘れて調子に乗っていたんです。それにあなたは僕を死なせないようそばにいてくれているだけなのに、 もう平気です。僕はあなたが手を握っていてくれなくてもちゃんと前が見えるようになりました。未だ死は怖くありませんが、でも生きることも怖いと思いません。
I don't know if I believe him though. I feel like that there's no way that he could shift his mindset that quickly, right?
あなたがいるからです。ありがとうございます。僕に答えをくれて。
Answer?
あなたに触れることを許されて初めて誰かを怖くないと思いました。いつも怖かったんです。誰かに嫌われるのが、疎まれ化け物だと言われるのが。でもあなたは僕のことを化け物だとは言いませんよね。
Of course I wouldn't. I would never ever say that.
ええ、そう言ってくれると信じられるようになったんです。そう言ってくれる人が一人でもいれば、もう生きることは怖くありません。あなたのおかげで見つけた答えです。ありがとうございました。
This is sad. Oh no. There's a big change in the situation, and it was what I desired. But for some reason, I shook my head. Something feels odd. It sounds like you're saying goodbye to me.
そういうわけでは。でも二人でいるのはやめましょう。もう必要もなくなりましたし。
Oh no. You said it yesterday, that you'd feel lonely.
すみません。よくよく考えて言うべきでした。調子に乗って勘違いしていましたね。
I also felt lonely. That's why I said it, that it's okay for us to be together. When I acted in the drama with you, even when we had to kiss, I didn't mind it one bit. I was actually a little disappointed after the drama ended, and I felt so embarrassed. I'm not with you only because I don't want you to die, Chigasaki. I truly want to be by your side. I want to be with you. But are you still going to say that it's just a misunderstanding? I pieced together my words, remembering each moment as I quietly looked up at Chigasaki. Chigasaki was so tall. He looked down on me and he smiled without hesitation.
違うでしょうね。
He denied it, but he still turned around and headed in the direction of the laundry.
戻りましょうか。十分歩く練習になりました。
I followed after him, not knowing his intentions. Being so tall, Chigasaki's stride was wide, so I had trouble keeping up with him. We were just walking, but he moved so fast. He's been matching my pace. It hurt for him to refuse walking alongside me. Oh no. I managed to catch up to him back at the lodging, but I was out of breath. I huffed while staring up at Chigasaki.
大丈夫ですか？
Huh? Yes.
普段通りで行きましょう。アルカディアに来て初めて話した時みたいに。みんなで帰るっていう約束を守るために頑張りましょうね。
He smiled again, but even that made me feel regret. I thought that I had told him all of my feelings. But did it not get through to him? Or maybe he doesn't have any intention of accepting them? Upon entering the living room, I noticed Akase and Daze sitting down and talking. And we're gonna stop here. Oh my god, how did he reject? Like, I feel like that was pretty obvious that she was trying to say, like, hey, I wish that you kissed me during the drama and stuff. But, like, and I'm pretty sure that Chigasaki is, like, smart enough to know, like, hey, hint, hint. But I feel like he must be like, nope, I'm not going to even get my hopes up. I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to pull her into everything that I'm going through. I'm just going to pretend I do not see, and we're just gonna keep going and hope for the best and stuff. I don't know. That's sad. That's so sad. No. Oh, God. Why? Every single time I feel like it's like, oh, this could end happily. Maybe things are going well. And then like something horrible happens and I'm sad again. So next episode, I guess we're gonna watch Sana be like alone and crying because she got rejected, and then maybe Chigasaki will turn around and be like, never mind, I'm in love with you. But I don't know. I'm like afraid because I feel like there's some of the endings aren't like happy endings. Like I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure in Hakuse's ending it was like they were like trapped for a while, right? Banjo's ending I think was like the only one where it's like, oh, we made it back and we can like we can just live our lives happily. Everybody else is still stuck in the world, but that's okay. We're still trying to find a way to get them back or something. Hakuse, I think they did get back eventually. Yochi's, they were like stuck in the other world. Like everybody else made it back except for them, and they were trapped for a while. Futami's, God, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know how this is gonna end, but yeah, we'll find out, I suppose. When is this finale? When is the finale? Oh.